Hello, students in both ancient and medieval history and European history. I'm sending this message because I've gotten a number of questions about the historiography section at the end of your case study. You all do have to do the entire page, unlike case study 1 earlier in the year, including the historiography questions. Now, let me explain the difference between a primary source and a good source for historiography. Historiography is the study of historians and what they write about history. I know, it's weird. This is a primary source. It's written by Desiderius Erasmus in the early modern Europe period, criticizing excesses within the church. This is a primary source. This is written by Martin Luther, attacking the Roman Catholic Church and its excesses. Erasmus remains loyal. Luther breaks away. These are the notebooks of Leonardo da Vinci. As such, they are a primary source. They are written by da Vinci himself. None of these are historiography. This is a book by Cameron on early modern Europe. As such, this is a history of the period. Now, is this an ideal historiographical source? No. If there were a historian that wrote controversially about the period of the end of the Middle Ages and the beginning of modern times, which we call early modern Europe, that would be the best. But this will do. It is a historical book about the period. It is also known as a secondary source. So what I want you to do in the historiography section is find secondary sources, books about the period that were written later, like this one, Early Modern Europe by Ewan Cameron. And this covers an overview of the period. It is a book about the period. So, when you do the historiography section, and I'm sorry that I didn't make this much clearer to everyone before this, what I want you to do is not to use a primary source for it. What I want you to do is to find a book about it, possibly even a book that causes some controversy, and write about that. How can you learn about books like that? Well, at this point, given the fact that I didn't teach this as well as I would have liked, because I wouldn't have had the number of questions I've had, what I'll want you to do is find a book about it. You can do that by just looking up a book about it on Amazon.com or on BarnesandNoble.com or on Library.com or any number of book sources. And find a couple of reviews that talk about it. And learn what you can from them and put those things into your own words. That's what you got to do. If you are answering the question about a historical controversy, find something that people disagree about. For example, in early modern Europe, there's a question of, was Martin Luther a hero for fighting against a corrupt Roman Catholic Church, or was Martin Luther an intemperate, angry person who prematurely broke away from a church that was in the process of trying to reform? There's a controversy. It's a disagreement about the meaning of history. So that's what I'll want you to talk about there. I hope that this has been helpful. I look forward to seeing your completed profiles on Monday. And remember, you do not have to do the case study essay, nor do you have to do the case study presentation. Those are optional. So if you have done them or intend to do them, talk to me about it. Have a good weekend. I hope you're mostly done with this. If you have to redo the historiography page, just staple it on as a separate sheet of paper, and I will consider the work you've already done to be something that will help you if it's good work. So try your best. Sorry I was not clearer about this earlier. Good luck and have a good weekend.